This is FantasyEsque and welcome back to the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Royal Saga with the Salazar Coven. We are picking up after an unexpected incident back in Brindleton Bay. So in the previous episode, one of the elflings who, are under the oppression of these new horned vampires called the Visitants, one of these elflings made the dangerous trek all the way to Mount Kamarabi, where we have Castle Aphrodite, to alert the court about these invaders who have come so that, we can reclaim Brindleton Bay and help the elfling population there. So the queen, she essentially took charge of the castle in Brindleton Bay, Narcissa again. She sent the champion along with the alchemist and 2 soldiers to take care of that spot, essentially, man the grounds, and then also patrol in the nearby area as part of keeping control of the region and making sure that they keep tabs on the invaders. And these invaders, they were quite elusive. We didn't see much of them at all while we were there. Now, before the champion came back, she did make a trip to the forest to let the Elflings know that they were okay now. They were, back under the leadership of the Salizars, and that they would no longer be oppressed. Now, before she returned to Castle Aphrodite, the champion did kind of schedule some patrols for the Ranarine twins to make every once in a while, and then slowly, they wanted to move some more of their troops to that location. So while that was happening, there was something else going on with the visitants. There was a reason why the visitants were so quiet and we weren't really hearing much from them. They were laying low, essentially, because the elfling Zepeda who came to us was actually an evil elfling, and she was in league with the visitants from the get-go. So I don't know if all the elflings are following her example, or if she's, the one traitor in their population, but she actually came to Mount Komorebi and she spoke to the Salazar court as part of this plan that Prince Voldemort Karamazov had of slowly luring the vampires, the Salazars, to Castle Narcissa, and then from there thinning out the herd, because obviously they can't move the entire army there in one go. They're going to have to move it in bits and pieces, and then the vampiresses themselves, they most likely aren't going to be there from the get-go. So they hatched a plan together, and the next time the Ranarine boys, Bryce and Jackie, when they were on their patrol, Prince Voldemort had two of his own guards, brothers, Samwise and Sauron Zimmer, waiting in ambush. So they attacked the Ranarine twins, and unfortunately for the Ranarine twins, they had a proper vampiric spa. Unfortunately for the twins, they lost the battle, and so now they have become prisoners of war to the visitants. Which is so unfortunate. And of course, the champion, she did send forth more troops, this time the Salazar triplets, so Aphrodite's triplet brothers, one of the sets, they actually got sent as like a support force, and then when they got there, obviously the Ranarine boys weren't there, so they did a bit of investigating and they found out that the Ranarine twins were attacked and captured. So she's, brought this news back to Aphrodite. Obviously, things aren't looking that good. This is already a loss they've taken. They definitely weren't expecting it. I think everyone was hoping that if anything, they would be able to get some of these visitant prisoners, but it seems as though the visitants are much more powerful than the ladies thought they were. At least they're more powerful than the soldiers. So Voldemort, he's staying behind enemy lines, and he's not coming forth. He's sending out his strong guards to do the dirty work. But already they've managed to capture two of the soldiers that the Salazars had in their army. Now, the Queen has this news, and, people are looking throughout the Empire. She's obviously not happy with this news. People are going to be questioning the Queen's actions and activities of the Salazar Court and Coven in terms of how they handle this going forward. But it is also the alchemist's birthday right now. And before this news came in, obviously the Queen was preparing, for all of that. And I think the Queen is going to decide that they want to go ahead with the private celebrations just to send out a message in the Empire that they are not afraid, that this is just, a little kink in their plans. They're definitely not intimidated by the visitants. They're going to continue living life that, like the way they have been doing it. And once these celebrations are over, then obviously they're going to look into some sort of plan of attack. They're going to respond to the visitants in some way. So that's what we have going on right now. The youngsters, they're at academy right now, so we're going to wait until they come back before we blow out the candles. But we have a cake set up here, some nice lights and such. So there we go. This is definitely not going to be a public thing. I don't think anyone is going to want to, celebrate to that degree, at least, especially the soldiers, because they just had some of their comrades captured, so they're not going to be in the mood for this. And then, if they have too much of a party, news might get back to the Ranarains who are captured, and they might feel discouraged as prisoners because the people they're fighting for have forgotten about them, which is not the case. So they're going to continue with this birthday once the youngsters are back. And then we'll kind of see what can be done for them. So even though it's a birthday, she's going to continue experimenting. Lady Sofia is going to continue experimenting. She knows, her part, the part she must play, things that have to be done for the good of the empire. And at least as far as she's concerned, that's experimenting, making potions, making sure that she does her bit for the safety and security of the vampires in the Coven's service. So we will leave them be. And actually, before we take off, the princesses, Eden was already a prime vampire, but so is Guinevere now. And honestly, those tomes help so flippin' much. As you can see, all the kids, they're getting their skills up. And that makes me happy. Catherine is the most behind right now, but that's fine. We won't worry too much about that. So let's wait for the youngsters to come back, and then we shall have this private birthday party going. Okay, everyone is back from academy, all changed up in their formal wear, ready for our alchemist to blow out the candles, age up, have her birthday, put this behind us. I mean, this is sad that we're treating her birthday as something to be put behind us, but we're kind of ready to level up our flippin' spellcaster into a new age bracket, which is going to unlock a whole new slew of things for us, including procreation, because that is a requirement of the way we do things. But yeah, our Sims, they're laughing their heads off. I don't know why. Someone's cursed still, probably. From one of the Dravage's birthdays, they break out in laughter. I think that's what it's from. And then some of them are throwing up, mainly Guinevere, because Sofia is still cursed. And actually, since it's a birthday, I am going to go ahead and just get the curse cleansing potion. Yep, it is the last one we're going to be able to purchase. So I'll grab that, get it to drink it. I hope that's the right one. It is. It is. Get it to drink this potion so she can be her beautiful self for her birthday. Excellent. And now we are going to blow out the candles. Now, obviously, she has all of her traits, so that's not something we have to worry about. But let's blow out the candles, have her become an adult. And this is good because it means she has successfully lived through her young adult years. And she has, unlike our previous alchemist, survived unscathed, thank goodness. So there is that. Go have your cake. Have yourself a cake, honey. Now, the vampires, unfortunately, they cannot eat, so they probably won't. But what I'll do now, I will let her finish eating cake, and then I will give her a makeover, which is just going to be an updated color scheme of the outfits that she has on, maybe change up her makeup a little bit, and then we'll be right back to resume. Right, we have given Lady Sofia, as an adult, a bit of a refresher. So instead of a cream color scheme that she had in her youth, she now wears black, which looks so deadly on her, and I flippin' love it. Her makeup is also green now. So she's got really cool greens going on. And then I've updated her jewelry just a little bit. And I don't know, she gives me like a poison ivy sort of vibe. I mean, look at this. Hold on a second. We're going to get her to put down her dishes. And then I'll pull her out here. And then we'll reset her and take a good look at her face. Because she's just so, so beautiful. And seriously, I hope her genes do pass on. I really do. She's just so lovely. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look. Doesn't she look just so, like, venomous is the word that's coming to mind. She's got such a deadly beauty to her. And as you can see, her makeup is now green, which I love because I don't think I've really used green makeup on any of my other ladies. So this is just really cool on her. Look at that. She looks flippin' lovely. Lovely, I tell you. Beautiful. And then she's got interesting makeup on some of her other outfits as well, but as you'll see, everything is black now, with some, whites in there, because that was unavoidable. But largely we've got blacks going on, and I will change it to her formal outfit, because it is celebration, and she has this really cool, really intense, like, purple makeup in her her formal wear. So, again, let's take a look. She still gives me, like, a poison ivy sort of vibe. Oh, isn't she? Look at that. Look at that gorgeous poison ivy vibe going on. Beautiful, beautiful. I think it adds to the fact, like, she's wearing dark clothing, she's got this vivid makeup that reminds me of poison and leaves, and then her hair, the way she's got, like, the interlocking chains, it, I guess, just is so reminiscent of, vines. So, there we go. That is our lovely lady, Sofia. And where is Catherine? Catherine, I don't know where you went off to, honey. But let's get you inside and then get you changed, because, everybody has to be in their proper formal attire. We like that. But what does birthday girl want to do? So Lady Sofia, she really wanted to stargaze with Elaine, and we said that was kind of a way to relax for her. So actually, since it is nighttime, I feel like that would be kind of like her birthday wish almost. And I do want to, if possible, let's stargaze with her. I do want her to be able to stargaze with Elaine, just to ease herself a little bit. And obviously the pressure's been building even more so now that all the, like, Coven members are aware that 2 of their soldiers have been captured and made prisoners of war. Okay. Let's go out. Let's stargaze. Yep, they're getting closer to each other, which is great. Elaine, she's working her way, building connections with everyone. And also, Sofia just looks the most elvish to me, which I flippin' love. She looks the most elvish. I definitely hope her genes get passed on. Now, we also have the Xiomara and Samara. They've become teens now, but I have not given them a makeover. And unfortunately, their relationship with everyone in the Coven has just disappeared, so it wasn't being maintained much, so that's kind of gone away. It's faded. So I'll definitely have to get Sofia to make a trip there at some point, just so we can see the youngsters. And I suppose we could begin their training as well now that they're teens. That would definitely be a thing. We could take them as our apprentices. So I think Sofia will have 2 apprentices. I think she'll take on both the twins. Just in case something happens. You never know. You never know. So that's probably what's gonna be going on with these guys. So the queen is most likely going to be assigning some of those duties to Sofia. She's older now. She can take on more responsibilities. Also, the youngsters have aged up, so they need to be apprenticed to Sofia. No doubt the queen is going to want to send Sofia to catch up with the Magical Research Society a lot more, so that, you know, she can hopefully discover more spells that can be used during the war against the visitants. And then at some point, I think the Queen is gonna want Sofia to breed, so that we can hopefully continue this gorgeous bloodline of hers. She's kind of reached that age where it is possible, so we definitely want to be doing that. We don't want to have another Angel incident, but then again, Angel died the day before her birthday, so she didn't even reach the breeding age, which Sofia has now, so that's one hurdle she's overcome. Okay, she's met Stargaze with Elaine, that is good. I kind of want to try and fulfill some of the other whims that the ladies have as well. So, Elaine's arm's twisted, which is really odd. But she wanted to become friends with the Queen. So, definitely, I think, let's see if we can get these two conversing. Maybe apologize to the Queen. Are you the one that had a problem with the Queen? Well, let's try and fix things. Let's talk about dreams. Describe new idea. Yeah, we're gonna try and just be really, really nice to the Queen. Let's ask about day. We don't want to complain about parents or anything like that. Let's discuss plasma flavors. So yeah, Elaine is gonna get working on the Queen. She's wanting to find out what's going on with the whole visitant thing. Everything's escalating and nobody's, I feel like, keeping the youngsters up to date on what's happening. Which, I mean, I understand they're trying to shelter the youngsters, and you know probably what it is. I feel like they don't want to encourage any sort of adventure in the youngsters, because the more they find out, maybe the more they're gonna want to get involved, and maybe they'll go and do things they're not supposed to, and they could get in trouble, and then that's one more thing for the Coven to worry about. The adults just want the kids to be safe in the castle, while they sort out the mess that's going on with the visitants. But Elaine, she's curious, she wants to know all the chess pieces she's working with. So things are awkward, but she's gonna try her best. Oh goodness, show off powers. Keep trying. Get to know, let's not give up. Although, gossip about ancient vampires, the Queen doesn't seem to be too fond of all of this. Let's discuss logic puzzles. Ask about favorite author. You keep going at it, but you keep trying. Catherine wanted to chat with Blaze. That's right, she wanted to find out what's going on from Blaze. Which I wonder if she can just chat that way, and if that counts. It might not. But we'll say she sent him a letter via bat, and he replied. Okay, nothing on your end. Nothing going on here. I'm trying to go through the ones I've saved. And then Sofia, she wanted to stargaze. She's already stargazed, and now the game's having that thing where it just won't acknowledge. That's fine. How are you going? Why are things getting more and more awkward for you? Share brilliant ideas. I suppose this just means the Queen's more intelligent than Elaine is giving her credit for. The Queen's just not budging. She is not budging whatsoever. So this tells me that the Queen is being very, she's being very steadfast in the fact that she does not want to share certain things with the youngsters. It doesn't matter how much they chummy up to her, she's just not going to go there. Elaine's going to keep trying, though. Elaine is definitely going to keep trying. Let's talk about the cloudy weather. Discuss interests. Local fishing spots. Ask about woohoo. Why not? Teledramatic story. Yeah, she's gonna keep trying. She's not one to give up, Elaine, I feel. So she's gonna be as sweet as she can. She's gonna keep trying. These two, what are they up to? Oh yeah, the Lagatha sisters, they've been getting trained by Galaxia and Oriana. Because these guys are all masters now, so they can actually train the youngsters, which is really good. Have you managed to become... She has! Okay, Elaine has become friends with the queen, so she did manage to, I think, pull some morsels of information out of her. Probably not much, but I think she managed to get from the queen that there is a prince in Brindleton Bay, or someone who claims to be a prince, that is trying to take over the area, but you know, the coven has it under control, so they shouldn't worry about it too much. It'll be over and dealt with before long, so there's like no point to really knowing anything. And at the same time, I think Catherine, she would have sent a letter to Blaze and probably received a response. And I think she would have tried to be discreet and asked him about, you know, what's going on with these visitants. And the information she's getting from Blaze is also going to be a bit different from what the queen told Elaine. She's going to find out that Blaze's half-brothers, who were assigned to Castle Narcissa in Brindleton Bay, Bryce and Jackie, they've actually been captured. They've been captured by the visitants on one of their patrols. So now Catherine is kind of aware of what the older members have been trying to keep hush-hush. So, okay, everyone needs to grab themselves a drink. Thankfully, we have a slew of potions up here. So let's distribute all of the potions. Do you need it? No, you don't. Just the vampires. Just the vampires. Okay, Aphrodite, Yuki, Lagatha, Meredith. Oh goodness. Eden. I hope you got it. Guinevere. Oh. Catherine. And Elaine. Okay, now everyone needs to take themselves a drink, please. Let us drink. And you drink. And you drink. Some of them have got, like, sporadic potions in the inventory. From who knows what. They've just collected stuff around the place. Okay, yeah, the youngsters are getting very thirsty. Let's deal with these. Honestly, guys, I'm so in love with the tomes. Ever since you guys have reminded me, it has helped out so much because they can just keep reading and reading and reading and get their vampiric powers up. So, like, you know, one thing I was saying is how it's hard for them to dark meditate when they keep drinking potions because it puts all their needs up and your energy has to be low for you to be able to meditate. When we're unable to do that, or when we're unable to train, like in between breaks, then it's actually super helpful. They can just grab one of the tomes and just read that, which helps out hugely. Hugely, hugely. But Eden, look at Eden. She's back to training, which is just about fine. But since you're in the mood, why don't you guys go request some training from the various members of the household? And since everyone else is in a decent mood as well, we'll go do that. Request training. Meredith, you go to Oriana. Request training. Catherine and Delay. Oh my goodness, have they not had the potions? Hold on, I need to check. Some of these ladies just not drinking their potions. Or maybe they are, but the potions didn't help much. Okay. Somewhat. Catherine got a faulty potion. We need to give her another one. Okay, now drink. Maybe after your training. Drink after your training. Are you guys training or are you just talking? Hold on a second. Eden! Where you going, Eden? Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Don't get distracted. Focus. Focus. And then the queen. She's down here. We're probably gonna get her to give a burst of focus. We'll do that wherever she's at. That's probably gonna be very helpful for all the youngsters in the vicinity. Which, right now, there's probably not gonna be a lot of. Yep, okay. Half the time I feel like she misses them. They all go somewhere else. I mean, if she were up here and then she did it, maybe that would be of more help. I swear, every time she gets together and then they just take off. Let's try again. Let's try again. See if we can grab them while they're here. Give her daughters a burst of focus. There we go. There we go. This, fingers crossed, helps them out just a little bit. Have you already gotten trained? Probably, probably. Okay, well, they're gonna head off to Academy pretty soon, and oh my goodness, we have birthdays! We have the Dravage birthdays coming up. So actually, I'm wondering if we're also gonna have the Dravage birthdays in this flippin' episode. We just might, or we might not. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. We might have the Dravage birthdays. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting it to be so close to Sofia's birthday, and you know, preferably I would love to have a separate episode for that. But what can you do? What can you do? They're becoming immortals. They're becoming immortals. Okay, are you going off to Academy? Yep. The youngsters are all heading off. That's fine. I'll leave them be. We definitely need to clean up this area, but actually I'm thinking of keeping it because, again, like I said, we have the Dravage birthdays coming up. I might just change the deco colors and then still use this space. That might be good. I'm throwing cake in the fridge so that our alchemist can continue to eat that throughout the day. Ay, stuff is happening, stuff is happening. It might be helpful to us, though, to have the Dravages, you know, ranking up and then also becoming immortals as we start clashing with the visitants even more so. I think that's going to be good for us, especially when we're losing soldiers like the way we were at the beginning of this episode. But okay, let's see if the adults... they don't really have anything else we could really be doing. She wants to chat with Blaze. I'm gonna get her to send a letter to him and say that he's sending a response back. Never mind then, he is currently resting up because he's a vampire and it's the daytime, which is completely understandable. So we should probably leave them be for a bit. And I suppose just check back later on. Right, Sofia is meeting with the Magical Research Society so that they can look into some more spells, techniques, maybe potions for the war effort. They haven't been able to do this for quite a while. I think the last time was when Sofia newly joined. So finally, you know, they're getting around to this again, and I think the queen has urged her into it because they're kind of in a place right now where they need this quite a bit. So I went to, okay, the other members are starting to show up, which is really, really good. And also, you know, one of the members of the society is probably going to be like a lucky male that she partners up with because she's unrelated to them. Mirabella was like literally their cousin, or no, not, yeah, cousin slash sibling, so she couldn't, but because Sofia is entirely unrelated, that is a possibility. And actually, I feel like Edgar would be the most ideal match because he does have the eyes and ears, but that's fine. I guess we'll just have to see who she ends up being matched with. But okay, and then they're talking to like one of the sages here, which is really, really good. But I think we're gonna get her to search for a tome. And probably consulting, you know, the sages and stuff, working together to see what it is they might be able to discover from these libraries. So, okay, she's going, she's still searching. We'll see what she comes up with, you know, whether or not it is something that she can study, and then she'll probably try and train herself in that by dueling with the members of the Magic Research Society. Okay, Tome of Infatuate. So she knows this spell already, which is, I suppose, good. Yep, okay, so she does have this Infatuate thing, which she already knows of, and that's entirely fine. But I think she might want to have a duel then. She could offer magical training, which is really cool. But no, we are going to... Typically, we wouldn't duel for knowledge, but I'm kind of tempted in this kind of scenario and situation. Maybe they've both, you know, gone their separate ways to do some research. And she's kind of found this Tome of Infatuate, which really she already knows that. She has knowledge of that particular spell. And maybe Edgar went and did his own research, so perhaps she is now wanting to exchange the knowledge that they have. So I think I'm going to get them to duel for knowledge, and then we can say that whatever she learns from him was in exchange for her teaching him this Infatuate spell. So we'll go back up, we'll go have this duel of ours. When they stop being merged. Oh goodness. Okay. Come on, let's try again. Let's give each other some space. There we go. Come on, Edgar. Let's do some dueling, shall we? Nope. Okay, hold on. I think everyone has to just come up here. We're kind of all over the place. This is probably not the best area to be in for what we're trying to achieve. So let's go into the courtyard. Oh, not the courtyard, well, you know. Let's come here. We're front and center. Actually, Ariel's here as well. It might be more beneficial for us to swap spells with Ariel. Like, teach him Infatuate and get something in return, because he is supposed to be the army spellcaster. So this would probably be more beneficial. We'll do a friendly introduction, although she should already know him. But that's fine. Let's do an introduction with Ariel. Nice. And then we'll go ahead and... there we go. We'll exchange our knowledge. Maybe he's learned something while he's been in the army and doing his own thing. So I'm curious. Let's see what we get between these two. Are they going outside maybe? Nope. Okay, nice. They're dueling right here. This is so cool. And she does not have a wand or anything that she could use. Okay, let's see. Who's better at this? Is it going to be Lady Sofia or is it going to be Ariel? I am very, very curious. Okay, they seem to be evenly matched. They seem to be evenly matched. At least for now, at least for now. Okay. How's this going? Oh. They seem to be evenly matched. Look at them. Oh, and she defeated him. Okay, thank goodness. Well, our alchemist has to be, you know, the better one. If she's helping the coven. So I take this, she's taught him Infatuate, and he has taught her Deliriate. So that's probably a very helpful spell for her to have. And all in the Mischief kind of branch, which is cool. Yeah, she's got Deliriate, she's got Furio, so that's really cool because she can cause chaos in the Visitant army if she were to go there. She can, like, Deliriate, scramble their minds, make them confused. And then Infatuate, which is pretty funny. Convince two Sims to get romantic with one another. I mean, another tactic, she could just get the enemy to fall in love for one of them. Or fall in love with one of them. And that would probably confuse them quite a bit, wouldn't it? Okay, so we've got that. And where are the others? I think we'd want to duel with them for resources. Perhaps. They're not down here. Are they upstairs? Well, Edgar's upstairs. So maybe we'll try and duel with him for ingredients? Actually, that would be helpful. Because we do need some potion ingredients. So maybe we should duel with him for ingredients. And I wonder where the other one is. Like, where is Douglas? I see Ariel. I see Edgar. I don't see Douglas. Maybe I need to gather them all in an area. And see if he showed up. He could be just wandering around here somewhere. Or he might not be. Not entirely sure. Okay, Edgar's coming on down. Like, we have these new potions that we've been learning as well, but we just haven't gotten a whole lot of ingredients to be able to make them. So, yeah, let's try and get some potion ingredients. Especially the nausea, I feel like that would be useful against the enemies, right? But largely it's a lot of these spells that she's learning that can be used in the war effort. Okay, here we go. Let's see between these two who has the advantage. I mean, she's already won against the army spellcaster. And actually, the way we decided the army spellcaster, I'm pretty sure the way we decided was getting them all to duel each other, and Ariel was the strongest out of all of them. So he kind of got promoted, you could say, in that way. That's how he chose who the army spellcaster was going to be. Okay, and I feel like part of it was probably because we couldn't remember who was oldest. Or maybe we did know, but we just decided to do it in that way. Oh, she got a death flower. Nice. So what, has she won? Yep. She won this duel. Oh goodness. She like took the death flower from him before she even won because she knew she was going to. Excellent. Excellent. Now, that death flower, I'm not entirely sure with what it could be used. I mean, we don't really have anything here. Probably would be useful to, you know, head over to the, this area and purchase some ingredients, like potion ingredients. We might do that actually. We might go and purchase some potion ingredients. I feel like that'd be good. That would be good. But in terms of like wands and familiars and brooms, I feel like for the alchemists it's almost considered like more honorable if you win them in a duel. Like if you acquire them in a duel, or maybe the way it works is if you win a duel, then your opponent kind of owes you an artifact. And that's the honorable way of getting it rather than just purchasing it because you haven't necessarily earned it on your own. You've kind of just acquired it through monetary means. But okay, let's just get some potion ingredients. And what? We also have to buy some crystals because I feel like some crystals count as potion ingredients, but for some reason they're not sold here. Okay. We have a bunch of apples already, but we want to get like We'll get the Baconite. We'll get Death Metal. We'll get some Kissing Gourami, some Obtainium. We'll get some potatoes. Perk Purging. I don't think we need that. We'll get roses. We'll get some trout. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of ingredients we're buying, but it's okay. The Coven has the means to purchase all of these, and she's doing it like in the Coven's name, so this is completely fine. She's got the funds. Okay, we'll get some emeralds. We'll get some fire opals, some rubies, and turquoise. Nice. So we've got all these gems. And then these are like wands, tomes, familiars, which we don't really need. Okay, nice. Now we're like loaded with all of these things we could potentially use. I wonder, are there any potions? Nope. There's still valerian root. Right, they need some like frogs and stuff, which we don't have. Some other ingredients, which we don't have. There are a few things here, but I don't know if we can harvest them. Oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think we need trash plants. Forbidden fruit. I don't think we need any of those. There's some really cool mushrooms here, and I don't know where these mushrooms are from. Like, they look really cool. Maybe we need to make a trip to... I mean, we've got some plants, like, around here that we could harvest if we wanted to. Let's see. Like, look, we've got mandrakes over here. They're kind of just spread all over the place. And actually... there's a bunch of, I mean, there's this, which looks beautiful, but you can't really access stuff. You know what I would have enjoyed a lot more so? And actually, one of the things I thought when we got this pack initially, I thought this beautiful, beautiful building here would be a place we can access. And even if, like, it was filled with nothing but plants from this new pack that you could harvest, I would have just loved that. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but you can't even go inside, which is ridiculous. But we'll come here. We'll harvest these plants. I mean, we have a few, you know, odd plants here and there. We'll just harvest these. I'll have a few more things to be able to use. Okay, let's see. Is she making her way here? It's probably a bit of a trek. Yep, she's coming. She's coming. Here we go. Okay, let's just grab some of these plants. She could also go fishing and see if she can acquire anything. We might do that. Maybe you'll get them to go fishing together. Like, get the Magical Research Society to come here and try and acquire some more fish. Also, she does have plentiful potions in her inventory, so we can just get her to drink one and her needs will be all good. We don't have to worry too much about rushing her here and there. Who knows how long it's going to take the others to show up and actually join her while she's fishing. Oh, Ariel just used his broom. Good on you, Ariel. I feel like, what, Edgar's gonna be here? Douglas? I don't even know if he came, though. I wonder what Douglas is doing. He's probably holed up back at the army, like the spellcaster barracks, and is probably just doing, like, his own experimentation. What about Edgar? Okay, here comes Edgar. He's gonna join the fray. This is good. He's gonna join. I wonder if they get special fish here. Like, unique fish for this particular area. Who knows? Who knows? But okay, the Magical Research Society, they're obviously very, very busy. But I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Please do let me know what you think of our adult, newly updated Lady Sofia. Valenka, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.